Welcome back to more oxygen not included, with a bit of a chilly start here in the supply closet. So there isn't really much to do here. I guess we could check out the duplicants, give them some clothing, change. Oh wait, this is where we set the atmosuit. Right. You will take the puffed atmosuit. Oh, oopsie. It didn't. No. Here we go. I don't know all of who I have, because I don't really want to give. I don't want to spend time looking at someone I don't have, so let's just. I'm pretty sure I have Pei and Mei. Either that or Gosman, so Gosman can also get the outsuit, and then I guess we can just return into the game and see which one of the duplicants we have. And also on today's plan, hopefully get some space resources. Because we've already managed to, or we sent off our first rocket. Now I don't remember if it returned or if the plan was just to wait for it. No, it's back. So it has returned. Everything is damaged due to comets. And we are refilling for yet another trip. That's a good start. Then we can return to doing other things as well. Guess else on the schedule are food source. Not entirely certain how well we're doing with, Frostburgers. We have some frostbones still, so it's mainly the meat that's not being cooked. Even though it's a 9 priority. Beyond that, I guess there's also a lack of meat currently. A lot can be attributed to this chamber not really being operational yet. Because our body temperature is a problem which we have to fix. Which is also kind of why we opened up the frozen core, hoping to alleviate some of the immediate heat into the core. And what did we just research? Solid control. Okay. But more importantly, solid cargo, because that's the first step in achieving any space resource. For which we will also need the virtual planetarium and a place to put it. Guess we could have it in here. Hang on. Maybe made from a different material though. We can build it in there, surround it with some nice statues, make this a pleasant little room. Just high priority, and yep, missing research station. Also long commutes, but you know, that's another problem. Oh, the deodorizer is disabled by automation grid. I don't remember if this was a thing I noticed last time, but probably not. That still needs to be dealt with. And Well, there's a bunch of carbon dioxide down here, trapped in small pockets. If we could release it, that would mean a general burst in petroleum and oil production over here. Now this guy's needing, yeah, sand, because it hasn't been used. Pretty silly. So, what else could I start working towards? Food is a general necessity, but the main thing I feel like I can do to fix that would be to fix the, above the, hang on a second. Okay, we still have a bunch of dirt left. It's just people are busy doing other stuff, so they aren't able to fertilize. Hang on, where's the priorities is L. Of the supplying people, we have JC. Maybe we should have a couple of more. Maybe the fact that they aren't receiving the things they need is the reason why we are starving. Or the critters will start starving soon. Meanwhile, we are also starting to make a nice amount of energy. Power wasted was only from the manual generated overproduction mostly, which is acceptable. A lot of the power is coming from the solar panel. All the hydrogen generated produced stuff is not something I can swap out as easily. Or at least not until the solar panel is tripling its current production. No, it can't. It can double though. And I can start dropping it into the other one. So both are options. Oh, at some point, not currently. Printable, we don't need any more colonists just yet. No, at least not those two. Now we could explore more in this area. Cracking open this layer. There's too much bad gas down there. I should probably start thinking about removing it. The best way would be to make a gas path, but not wanting to release the polluted oxygen, that's hardly a option. Oh. There's a heat leak here, and a morb. It's Morbius. Please laugh. Well, the current mission is to... Oh, and how's the temperature over here? It's in... okay. If it's negative, we don't need to release anymore. This one will... it will work, but due to the air thing, it probably won't escape easily. So I don't need to worry about that. That one is just spewing out. Well, I could... Like, one issue is that due to the temperature there will always be like a small amount of heat leakage through the weak walls. I could potentially either make a thin insulated tile film around the entire room, or I could just limit the room some more. Here we have a dust cap ready to harvest. Considering the meal things we are currently dealing with, maybe we should. Anyways. With the changes, this is a maximum decor room unless the slicksters are out of range. Interesting, that's quite good. We don't need to see what it's like over here. We know it's good, question mark. Okay, oxygen doesn't really get a chance to move in there. And there is a decent bit of carbon dioxide just pooling here. Could potentially try to fix that. Well, what else could we have shipping, so could set up conveyor receptacles around here, but I feel like that's hardly necessary unless we intend to make one main storage area. You are not letting meat rot. Come on. Pull yourself together. What a waste. Here's... Oh. Okay, there's a sun nymph egg, so there's still hope. Okay, so there are 2 eggs left. Should be enough. Too much meat is just not being stored. That's a worrying prospect. This one currently contains nothing due to the sleep wheats trains being used up. Let's set it to hold the meat. That's a 9 priority so that they'll focus on it. No. I want to start checking out the wall of this end. Like, I can't just say, I'll dig this whenever you have the time. And a small wall here, just so that they actually do start working on it. But I don't feel like I can spend all too much time on it. And where's the leak? No. Okay, I don't know why it's happening, but there's a water leakage. Right. Let's hope they just get it fixed. But where is it coming from? Pressure shouldn't have risen to that extent to it leaping over. Oh no. Oh. Based on my... his... Based on my limited knowledge... essentially what's happening here is that now that water has started to spill over, water will keep spilling over until it's at the same level. Which means that if I'm going to try to fix this, I'll need to find somewhere else to dump the water, which I just don't have at the moment. So the only thing I really can think of as like a more or less permanent solution is just to build a wall. Now this is Jesus. Just initiate mopping everywhere. Except for up here where it's too late, but I managed to build a wall, though too little too late. Now we can see if the water will, well, balance itself out. But if it does, annoying. I'm also worried that the water is going to spill over more. Because this is a slight issue that I have limited control over. And most other people don't seem to be caring all that much. Well, I guess it's mainly because this is under tidying. And no one is doing that. You know what? You guys can tidy. It's that important a task, you should be able to do it without any major issues. Although a slight issue is that there isn't really any place for me to dump this anymore. The bath I've created has overflown. Guess I'll have to make a new one. I could. If I dump it down there. Yes, it's thermal mass that actually might as well dump it down there. There isn't really anything I lose from doing it. I'll have to clean it up at some point anyways and cool down the entire thing. Luckily, Faye has found the time to work, if only she could clean the area around the virtual planetarium first. Because it's clearly causing me a bit of stress. Having to hold their breath while everything is happening, and more water. Where from now? Probably because the liquid lock there was broken. Mila is fine. Yeah, okay, this is the main issue I have with this. They can't remove all of it, so now it's just small parts are being left behind. And I won't be able to remove them. Great. Also, I guess we can wrangle these guys, see if there's place for them in the farm. Oh. Was that part of tidying or delivering general resources? Actually, yeah, that was probably delivering general resources. Now. Moving the things over here would mean removing this ladder part, but that's not much of an issue. Let's see. Did I... Yeah, I hooked it up correctly. Probably no germs by this point. No, it's not... Okay, it's not much more research remaining. Should... Coming to give me grief. New printables available, good. Don't need plastics, so just give me the directlet eggs, I guess. Okay, the sandstone didn't seem to fall through, so... Probably have to pick up everything anyways. Okay, so this creates one single freed fiber every 8 cycles. Okay. No, it's probably a decent amount. I don't know where I've spent the rest, because it seems to be a bit missing. Oh. Everything up here is unreachable. Well, in that case, don't bother making plastic tiles. I can afford using carpented. Yeah, but I will do it top down. I probably got the... Yeah, the older reed fiber is probably just from shaving these Dracos. But now that's not an issue. Look how much we have. 259. Excellent amount, which will last us plenty of time. I'm just going to increase the work priority here, because I need the steel. Oh. I don't know how I'm going to do it once I break through the rest of the layers, but hang on. That's 59. I am supposed to take it all the way up. But from what I can see, not using sandstone, but maybe igneous rock, as it's more abundant down here. I could probably just cut off the top here, thus fueling the melting of the core with a bit of extra heat, and also simultaneously cooling down a lot of the oil in the near vicinity. I probably just should have done this a lot earlier, a long time ago, as I believe I've lost 2 people down here, and those steps could have been avoided had I just taken better care of my colonists. Well, it made for good show, I guess. Yep. New blueprint, hopefully something good. Oh, basic red pants. Not that interesting. That's 7 priorities still not done. Let's check the rocket, because that should be clear now. Please. Yeah. Room is heating up. Already quite a bit of steam, so I don't think I need to add much more. Though once I can afford it, I should probably install bunker tiles here, just so it doesn't break. Meanwhile, yep, okay, it's just disconnected, not broken. Good to know. And what more? With the lack of steel, I can't really do much on top of it just yet. And down here, they aren't really doing much. Even though it's quite high priority. SMH. Get the work done. There we go. So it's taking some time to do large amounts. Hey, Tom is idle. What's your athletics? Too low. What? Okay, Tom needs something else to do that he can do in the base then. Which is grilling, I guess. Tom, become a chef. Maybe we can actually get some food made soon. Going a bit low on frost burgers. Well, what else can we... you can't leave the base with those skills, so no, you're not becoming a excavator. Soichiro could probably just do something else as well. Probably... Let's just get you a base in both. Hey, you're also cooking. I don't know if I set you up for it. Let's see. Pay is not cooking, but you will be now. Apart from that, it's just... Liam, you can train to become an astronaut, I guess. Probably a suitable job for a guy with your talents. And here we just improve their flooring. Because now the current... What is it? Current decor is 431. And the decor is ever increasing. Right. I don't know what average decor about almost 100 will mean for their morale. They had charming decor last cycle. So, let's improve the rooms even more. Right, Soichiro is back. Oh, that one's not been tuned up, that's disappointing. Get your act together, Soichiro. Or you're getting put in the closet again. Okay, so temperature here is quite low. I need to find more ways to get rid of heat. And with the core open, this area will cool down, but I still think the Wii Sports are quite important. Especially with the steam turbine close by. Meanwhile up here we have started to leak between the two areas. That's all to do to pressure. Actually there is a bunch of ice there, so just because I love cooling down areas like rapidly. Actually, yeah. Let's quickly just build two temp chip plates here. They'll melt, add into the water, but also cool the area down slightly. Okay, I don't have enough Bluetooth ice at least. JC 10 kilograms, is that even worth adding? No, apparently not. Well, here's some more glass for maybe a larger Shinebug reactor. If I really need it. You know what, I definitely have enough energy to build a... what's it called again? The transit tube axis. The only worry is the power demand, as it is slightly high. And also the fact that I actually need to access this area, so... ladder. Which also means insulated tiles. Just get everything, all of that done. This one can wait a little. And research complete. The cargo bay is only 1,000 kilograms of steel. So I'm going to need a meager amount of 3,200 for another rocket. I don't want to pay that amount. So I'm going to need to get more large amounts of steel anyways, unless I decide to tear down the research rocket, which I shouldn't. But you know, let's do it. And for that reason, we must set up a... later. Okay, the way I think I'll do it, I'll just set up a... I want to assign a new area, but I will just extend this piping into here, set up a new rocket area, which will cost resources in gantries and such, but actually, yeah, I don't want to pay that. Let's not. Let's instead focus on what's important. This. Hang on a second. Tom, where are you headed? Yeah, that's what I thought. getting a bit brave there. But temperatures are cooling down here, which is great. And we have explored out here. So now it's only a bit above, or a bunch above, and some more that needs to be explored. Yes, we have soon explored everything that is to see. Assuming they'll get to this soon. Still want to see what this thing is. And here we have a bunch of oil. Ooh, pressurized as well. Of course. Goodbye, little poker shell. And yeah, still back up. We need to get someone to actually pay attention to the metal refinery. Let's say it was Soichiro which was stealing it, mainly due to high operating. Let's have low everything else. So Soichiro's basically only going to operate machinery. Though when the metal refinery doesn't have all the materials, that means it's going to be engine tune-up. Oh well. Guess we can also start preparing the new bath. Which will now be... Okay, if I do extend it into... No. If we extend it the same way around, that's going to be 14. 14? Oh yeah, because there is room for another toilet. 14 plus... We could have 7 of each. Ah, let's do that, sure. Oh well, no, we can't, due to this area. I don't want to disturb the thimble reeds, so we should find an... we don't need to expand it just yet, so let's not expand it just yet. Meanwhile here, almost no water left. It's all been taken. Food is decayed. We're just losing a bunch of lettuce anyway. The transit tube has soon been finished. It only remains to create the station. And also finish off the thermal installation. Then there will be... Oh. You should be able to get home, so... Start breaking those, I guess. Okay, now was the time we destroyed all of their system and replaced it with a cargo ship. That way we can... Okay, let's check the map actually. We have access to iso resin and trace amounts of fullerene. Fullerene is the material I want, so... Well, there is only really one stop to go. I don't tend to go for iso resin, as it's a pain. Well, we can afford a cargo bay. As soon as that one's done, we can finish it off. Up. Now, and impossible to rotate it. Okay. And disable auto repair, please. Okay, so the thermal insulation on the roof. And no point in doing that just yet. It will bear no fruit. So let's instead spend time doing stuff that hopefully will have an effect. Like getting some new blueprints. Please, plant. Ah. Wallpaper, I guess that's an acceptable thing. Does this affect... Oh my... It has the core. How did I not know about this sooner? How about the temp shift? That's... there's no base decor, so probably not. Let's see. I guess that means we should install prints on the background walls of the rooms. Though I don't know. Like, I'm just handing out what seems right. I don't want to use the base ugly print for any room. So just spread out these special prints I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. I've spent 4. I have not placed out the snow. Here we go. This of course will just be a 5 priority. They don't need to spend large amounts of time on this part, as it's more or less... It doesn't really add much. Though I do wonder what the overall quality of the room will be once this is done. Here we are. Oh. These parts have to be excavated in order to finish it. And I guess we can start researching solid fuel combustion. It needs to be done at some point. Okay, how many are idle? Only Liam. Because Liam isn't allowed to do anything fun. No. You're allowed to store things, but you are not supposed to if you have anything else to do. Oh my... Why is that there? Sheesh. Right, we have a bunch of meat. And by that I hopefully mean hopefully a bunch of meat in storage. Sacre bleu. Hopefully there isn't much meat just lying in places where it'll rot. Though there will be small amounts. That's unavoidable, unfortunately. Now, we still have a bunch of meal ice. And making lice loaf takes water. Let's not do that forever. Let's just shift into it once we are desperate. If we run out of anything else, then we can cook it. But if not, it's not worth it. Why? I don't get it. Anyways, down here they've melted some more. Liquefied some carbon dioxide. And what's the next step? Next thing that will go? This small wall, seemingly. Which means we might get some quite compressed carbon dioxide. This entire area is open and starting to cool down. But it's probably not safe to go all the way in just yet. Waiting cool. I probably need to deconstruct the automation wire. In essence now it just needs to cool down it slightly. Overproduction doesn't mean anything at this point, because I'm making more power than I'm using anyways. So, now we will start getting coolant slowly. And then we can make more steel. Although now the base rocket is done. Although the total range isn't exactly good enough with these settings, let's just give it all the steam it wants. Hopefully that will be enough, because if not, then I'm gonna need solid fuel oxidizer, and at that point it's not really worth it, in my opinion. Let's see. I will just return to it once it's full. And I'll up the priority on this, because I kinda want it to be done. Let's see. Are there anyone else that are good at research? No. Or at least not good enough. They're going down there and getting stuff. Not entirely certain what. Here, we're getting closer to melt more ice, and these guys aren't even close to being as effective anymore. That means I'm going to destroy one and instead move it, well, let's say here. Still kinda want this. Also, this could potentially cool down the output gas ever so slightly, which is good enough in and of itself. But I'm also going to up the construction priority of the bedrooms. But last cycle's decor, ooh, 113. Still only charming. Guess 120 is what's required to get the best bonus. Now the core isn't all throughout the base, it's different. Let's see the what's the range of the 0 tiles? Okay, so it's only where the tile is. Okay. I mean, that is fine. So I guess we can also check the decor from the temperature plates don't add anything to the decor. I guess that is as expected. Meanwhile, the transit tube access is done. Question is just if it's actually usable. Which I'd assume it was. It's not full. Oh, piss. Well, I don't think there is much I can do then, because I'm not going to use those thrusters yet. Guess it's only to destroy these guys and what? Advanced caffeination? Oh yeah, I needed jetpacks and such before I could do that. Anyways, reduce this to 700, I believe it was. And I know all of this spare steel will probably be spent rebuilding the rocket. Great. Not that I can even reach it, cause all this shite. Oh. Nope. Still so bad. If I'm going to... I'm thinking about starting to lay up large power cables. However, I'm not entirely certain how to do that properly. Because it's going to have to pass through some rooms at this point. Well, the mealwood temperature is going down. So we'll start getting meal ice again. Yep. And okay, let's see. we're starting to fill up on barbecue, and without any... Let's see. No, we don't have any sleet wheat grain spare, so we'll start building up a supply of barbecue. Now what should I do about this system now? Because now we've reached the point that the only thing this system really needs to work on is powering itself and getting us a backlog of hydrogen, which I guess could be fed into these anti-thermal entropy nullifier or anti-entropy thermal nullifiers, which we could use to cool down the base, though not too efficiently, considering the way away they are. Guess I could activate this now. I kind of forgot about it. It's been so out of the way. And I mean, there is also this one, but I don't know if I'll be able to knock considering it's underwater. By the way, what can I do in order to open the room more for more brine? I mean, I could extend further down, but that would risk... Oh, now I'm risking to hit my own area. So I'd have to What the fuck is this? 600 kilograms per tile of carbon dioxide? If I could feed that to the slicksters... Oh. But it's just way too much. It's going to be too much of a hassle to transport it. So, don't think it's worth it. Great starvation, close to Draco. Have you considered eating? Probably. But you probably haven't considered it hard enough. Now. Oh! Walls are being installed, finally. We can check how this affects the core when night comes around. But also, the decor of a masterpiece here is 52.5. It's an increase due to the release of 8 tiles, considering where I put it. Well, for example, this statue would at least reach both beds. Which I guess could be worth it in and of itself. What metal tile? Oh. Don't worry about it. It's been opened up. So we might as well ignore it for now until I've replaced it with proper steel. And what the fuck? Oh, this is steam that leaked out from here. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's why we're seeing a bit of rain. Unfortunately, that results in the walls heating up. So cooling down the room again is going to be difficult. Now what is going on here? Well, it's not important, I guess. Let's also return to... Oh, let's see here. Current decor? I guess it's pretty bad due to all the shite on the floor. But you had a... Soichiro wasn't in the nicest of places, it would seem. Well. Install those 2 tiles and then do the same for down here, I guess. Oh, TomTom is idle again, mainly due to TomTom not doing much. I mean, TomTom can do doctoring, but that's not entirely necessary right now. Guess you can have a low priority supplying. Hopefully there aren't that many areas left for him to get hurt. Yep. Door is open, now we just need to make it a high priority activation. Oh, knock knock. Oh, seems to be someone inside. Hermit recruitment progress. Initial contact was a success. Our new neighbor seems friendly, though extremely shy. They'll need a little more coaxing before they're ready to join my colony. Okay. Deliver food. I can deliver all. Maybe. But the core and power. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to need to do away with large amounts of salt water. Oh. Hey! You stupid. Disable. Disable. Pay. Okay, pay. Priorities. Building. Pay's not going to get out of there alive. She'll, Soichiro... Is there... Soichiro? Nah. Oh. Not another one. I'm tired of training up these new colonists. Well, at least we have graves prepared. How am I losing this many? Pay is suffocated to death. And she's being buried. Great. I hate you all. Setting up this, and now we can finally afford a singular bunker door up here. Ugh. Yes. Managed to place down two, so now they're at least both prepared. Get the oxalite and sweep it straight into the chests. Please. Oh. This time the room was actually cleared, probably because we went at it from beneath. It was unfortunately my fault, kinda, that we lost pay. I wasn't careful enough. The moment I should have just checked immediately. Was she able to build? I should have realized that there was a reason that she wasn't saving herself. She wasn't allowed to. But in that case, my kind of question is why was she out there to begin with? When was the last save? Close your eyes, and maybe all of it was just a dream. And maybe we never lost a duplicate. None of this happened. We didn't see anything. We never lost anyone. It was just a nightmare. I don't know what to say. Why is it taking so long? There we go. Oh, jeez, what a nightmare. Oh, well, at least no one is out here repairing unnecessary blocks. That would be silly and dangerous. They might even die. Well, good thing none are out there doing stupid things. Let's, oh. Yeah, the still isn't accessible. Please dig up the steel. Well. Doesn't it feel great to be alive and well? And it's so great that we never lost anyone. No one died. I might kill someone if they don't actually start doing their job. That's mean. Life is important. I have to protect my poor duplicates from themselves and from me. But hey, nothing happened. This one is fuck. Kinda just have to hope that, because if this pocket is broken, and that one doesn't actually, like this one, it is decaying. These two aren't, that one is. So you know what? I'm going to say that in order to protect my colony, it would be in my best interest to break in and save the plants at a high priority. Get it done. Well, what else have my duplicants been doing for the last times? Running around like headless chicken, I suppose. Let's see. Pay is the one with the least rights. But let's see, what's pace at athletics? Because that is kinda how I decide who is allowed to run around the base and who aren't. Athletics of 14, that's... It's not amazing, but it's acceptable levels. So instead of being disallowed, or well, you're still disallowed from certain things. But you are also allowed to run more around the base and do stuff. As long as you don't almost kill yourself again. Yeah, wait, now we haven't knocked. We lost our interaction with the neighbors. What a shame. No, that is definitely not the worst thing to lose progress on. I would be more upset if I actually lost pay. Okay. Can sweep. Where did the piss water come from? Oh no. It's everywhere. Ah, the Liam's all over here. All the way over here, I mean. Interesting. Nice of him to take some responsibility. Although I'm probably going to have to mop this gunk up now. It's just spreading so much piss. Please don't. And also remove this just in case they think about doing it. Because that is not to be built. It is simply a mark. Thank you, Pay. Oh no. It just started leaking more. Well, now that... What? Why is it... Great. Anyways, now when these things are done, we'll actually be able to see more of this area, I suppose. And then we can repurpose these Wii Sports. I think I'll try to... Even if it's at somewhat reduced efficiency, I think I should place one inside the habitat. Just to help cool down the plants. And hopefully keep those guys alive. Because it's not that I want them to starve. That's kinda just what's happening. And also, that this farm is... I think it's good enough now. All new eggs will go to the second farm. like nothing happened. Actually, nothing did happen. Why did I say it like that? There's nothing to think about. Or worry about. A new duplicate? Nah, we don't need that anymore. Anyways. Is there... let's just make a couple of completely disgusting rooms. And then pastel pink. With the final room being white. Especially since I can't fill it up completely anyways. And then installing finally some carpeted tiles on the bottom. We can afford these. Not because they've done anything up here, but because the people downstairs are actually making more steel. The sleet wheat needs to be grabbed and put away. And now the spot should be done, so we can hold the planting of a new wheat. And also, quite importantly, seemingly, we need to make some place where the carbon dioxide can leak out, because it's causing them grief. I mean, one possibility is just to add a mesh tile here and open it up. We'll have to mop the solar panels, but that's not the biggest concern. Quite easy to do, in fact. Oh. Grab the sleet wheat, please. And I swear, if you lost sleet wheat, I hate you all. Right, so I'm going to have to scan the path they ran to get home for any sleet wheat they might have dropped. Well, then we have a wart seed. Let's just check the sleet wheat. Sleet wheat grade. Yes, it's that. Okay, it's only those places left. So we are getting things delivered. Just way too slowly. And boy. Stupid. You know what, let's just... quickly. There we go. That's properly done. Put all of this at a 6 priority, with this one at 9. And this one... let's also put this at a 6 priority. So you kinda need to start entering this. And also this is a yellow priority, because no one can be bothered to do it apparently. Liam, if you lose it, I am going to shame you. Good boy. Now get it all good. Well done, Liam. Well done, Liam. Anyways, now we are starting to cool down this area as well. Meaning we'll finally be able to get some of these guys actually living here a long time. And research, actually, what? Still working on the jetpack research. That will also be completed with it at some point. Though when is the question? I hate this space. Impossible to work here. Right. I didn't grab the sleet bit. Oh no, that's the sleet bit from when they were cleaning up. Okay, so it's only that and the ones we stored away. Good. Now I just need to figure out whether to seal this off. Actually, let's just seal it off. If we seal it off quickly enough, and there won't be an... Let's check temperature. This area is quite warm. Let's place it there. Excellent. Plant the new sword there and we'll get things done, I guess. And up here there has been no changes because nothing is being done. No one cares, apparently. Oh, finally jetpack research is complete, but that's hardly something I'll be using. Okay, when you started doing this, you did it from beneath. I do hope he'll continue doing that, because that seemed to be quite beneficial to cleaning out the rooms. Oh, okay, no, it was because he actually had to dig up those blocks. That was the only reason. So if I wish to actually empty them simply, I'll have to dig up all the floors, which isn't really an alternative. But that means that the most important person will have their room cleaned. At least. Right. And now we just wait for them to grab both seeds. And then we can seal off the room. Yeah, temperature-wise, there isn't really much that's been leaking in yet. It'll still remain quite cool if we seal it off. Though we'll, may reach it in time. Yeah. But whether she'll be able to deliver it is another question, but that's not the most important one right now. Yes, I kinda want to get the fireball up and running, but it's so expensive. 100 per tile. Let's go up a couple of hundred up. Let's say we want to deliver him to here. I suddenly can't see. Way too far. But taking it in steps. 74 down here. Plus another 76, so that's 150. 150 plus about 66, so 200 and let's say 220 to get a round number. That's quite a bit. And then the times that by 10, so it's 200 and no, it's 2,200. 22,220. Where is the ox? There it is. I need to clean up this pile. Let's set it to accept where is it? Medicine. And if we actually thought about storing seeds here as well, that could be nice. And then those could just be immediately sent in here. But I want priority so that people hopefully won't find the need to do. And all the Dreklet eggs side. Guess I can sweep them. Hardly need them to fill up the rooms right now. So there's better being part of the part that's going to be put into the egg bank, also known as the drowning chamber. So I should probably just fill that up then. Yep. Thank you, Liam. You better not drop them. There we go. It's being filled and I've somewhat cleared this tile ever so... there's still a bunch of liquid there. And probably the last blueprint of the day. Let's see. A lime jelly jacket. Interesting. Yeah, we got another one of those now. So, not the biggest fan of it, visually. Oh, and he's finishing off the spring rain room. Looking stunning. And, okay. Decor in this room. Oh, guess it's easier to check. Oh, the core is up 591. Excellent. Average decor. Yeah, assuming they get to bed early enough, their average decor will reach quite high levels due to the decor of their rooms. Assuming their rooms are properly cleaned out. Now, they ran off, but I kind of wanted to see what the morale, what they got. Okay, gorgeous, plus 12. Pretty good. And that one's still body temperature, but it is cooling down the area. This sleet wheat grain, I'm not even going to get it. Mainly because I sealed it off. Well, let it be then. Can't fault them for not getting something that was sealed away. Now, what's the... How's the rocketry going? Meteor blasters, I think this one is automated. Kinda don't need it at this point, at least once they actually start doing stuff up here. Please, get it done. I kinda like the way the rooms are looking now. Different color backgrounds. Most of them are pretty colorful. Fun. Yeah. I think it looks quite nice. So... there's not really much more I can do to make the rooms any better. And I need to be careful with handling slime length for when I'm going to expand it. If I'm going to add another column. Which at some point that will be the goal. So... I guess I kinda should improve the core around the colony just in general. This one is connected up to that one, but the simpler way is just to add or do it manually. So I can add a large sculpting block here and here. I could place some in the habitat, but then again they don't spend all too much time there. These rooms are shite due to the amount of phosphorite, which is kind of difficult to deal with. Okay, I could just clean out the room, put it to agriculture phosphorite. That would mean they would be quite busy with that for a while, but it would allow me to get the phosphorite out of here, at least. Though I can only do it in one room at a time. No, this is stupid. It doesn't work. There's way too much to remove. I kinda need to find a way to use it though. But the only way to use it is with bomb lily flowers for the medical packs. Which probably should make a bunch, just in case. I can use it for fertilizer, which could be nice. Not using it on base forts. I could use it on pinch a pepper plant, but I have too much. And no. Is there any... I kinda haven't been checking, but is there any pinch a pepper plants that I can harvest? Doesn't seem to be at the moment. Oh, alert, I can probably set this to a 9 priority. I mean, hopefully they have the time to deal with it now. Also, I'll finally be rid of that yellow tint. It's horrible to look at. some of them actually had the time to go on the treadmill. Yeah, now the manual generators have been taken part now. Actually been quite high power consumption. Well, we also have bomb little flowers. Okay. I just can't rearrange it to fit this station. So the question is just where is it? Under medicine probably is. The apothecary doesn't say anything about needing to be placed in a specific room. So I'll place it in the general manufacturer room. Oops, no. Not the yellow priority. Initial slime forever. This can be a 5 priority now we have the time. Don't need any more exosuits just yet. Hang on, have I completely... No, it's still connected. Because I kinda should probably dump like excess polluted water in here. Let's say quite a high priority. Please use one? No, just fertilizer. Hey, fertilizer is pretty decent if I ever decide to grow my own plants. Power wire is on its way. Oh! Alleviates slime rug. Well, then comes the question. Probably should have a sick bay. Let's install that one instead. And also make, let's say, 20 slime lung packs. Nope, definitely. Oh, did I have that many pinched pepper nuts? Oh. Interesting. Yeah. They just aren't being used for anything because there isn't really anything to use them with. Because they can only be used with stuffed. I mean, stuffed berry. If I can afford real berries, I'll make them. And yes, and now it was the sick bay. Oh, actually, they're... Let's see. They've actually managed to dig out the rocky tree area. And found the steel, so they can hopefully... Well, build the bunker doors first and foremost. Those are the most necessary. Yes. It has to be built there. And forgot about that. Let's see, temperature. This area is still quite hot. The Weedsword is... Okay, the Weedsword isn't going to be able to work very quickly considering the situation. Right. We should move the deodorizer over here. And open the roof to let more air in and out. And also make sure to actually fill the deodorizer. Otherwise it will be pointless. Did they? Yep, they ran out of water actually. Oh, it's been sparking because of the low load it can take. Okay, now it's getting slightly more, and it's going up and down, but hopefully it'll be able to get by. These guys are unhappy for no discernible reason. You know what, Mima? I don't think you're cut out for anything other than ranching. You've failed me for the last time, Mima. Farming and ranching will be the only thing you're allowed to do. There we go, some more power. Beautiful. Oh, there's someone in there. Where is it? Score weird. What's the current decor? Yeah. Stupid. 2000. Well, considering how long you've been standing there, you shouldn't be upset about anything, right? You don't just pick up a small piece and leave the rest rot. Come on. Stop wasting our resources. They are limited. Oh, no. The starving due to the body temperature, which is due to the incubator. This guy is still not receiving. He's not receiving enough. All the roof needs to be removed, it seems. Oh. And down here it's a lack of coolant, that's the problem. It's just because the entire area is so way too hot. Let's see, I think I know of a way to fix this. Let's see. There is no ventilation. Let's see. Because bridges have a incredible ability to transport heat. So we just make a way down there, check that there are nope, there's a problem. Can we use power? I mean, yeah, we can. Just hope it won't break. I mean, even if it does break, we can just avoid repairing it. But what we are doing is we're setting up a link of bridges, which will then, for some reason, bridges transport heat quite quickly. I am not entirely certain why, but then we can have them transport heat in between a couple of temp shift plates, and then forcing it down into the ice, melting it quicker, and also hopefully we avoid the heat problem in here. Now we just need to, let's see, conductive wire bridge. Let's not, that seems a bit too early. We'll use liquid pipe. And then fill in the rest with gas bridges. No, like this, probably. And then just set everything to be 9 priority. Oh. They've actually reached the obsidian layer. I guess in which case we can start excavating the copper. And also checking how... Okay, you're not... You're just dumb. Seems to be the thing. Now we can use the excess steel to just start placing down the wall. And also when I can bother, we can install the base block floor. So that we can use the rocket again. But first nap time. Let's see, the core is rising. But when they've been out so late, they hardly get the option to properly fill, or the time to properly fill their decor. I wonder if they'll actually get to work on this. Oh, and also this. Let's see, the main issue here is that carbon dioxide would preferably... What the fuck? Oh. It's too hot then. Preferably the carbon dioxide would sink in here. But due to the thermal isolation I've tried to set up, that hasn't really happened. Right, temperature. Hopefully... Up, scalding. Maybe you shouldn't be standing there then. The heat will hopefully leak faster, keeping the steam turbine active, but at the cost of increasing the heat in the atmosphere, in the area around. Meanwhile, down here, started to cool down the area around again, and I mean the amount of natural gas probably isn't, no, consumed isn't that high. Oh, wait, oh, I forget about that. It's only that I'd rather not have to use the carbon skimmer, honestly, as I can feed it to these little boys. I don't know how this will be, but hopefully it should be just fine to add these airflow tiles. Now that... let's actually see. It's difficult to be certain But I think at least in the intersection where there are things they can heat up, they are transferring heat. Also, what was the achievement? Oh, people have actually used the transit ships, that's right. The liquid bridge, quite hot. Area down here is melting slowly. Both sides. We still haven't seen much more of the area here, I believe. The resort is still mainly working at full speed, so that's not an issue at least. Oh, another colony achievement. Oh. A meteor has struck the top. Not be something I'm all too happy about, but... Scolding poor JC. You know, everything in here, that's, let's say, kind of low priority. It's more important that you allow it to descend down. Let the heat spread below, not above. There we go. I don't... isn't that effective heat transfer. But it's good enough, I think. I mean, it's the most important that they are built at least down to the water. If we see that the water starts heating up as the temp shift plate has been placed, so then we know that it's probably working. And although I can't be 100% certain for the reason, it's clear that the steam turbine is cooling down. Oh, let's see. If this... No. It suddenly flashed a bit, but... Okay, I am not certain yet, so yeah, we need... Time needs to show what's been causing what. And the heat well needs to be finished first. There we go. Oh. Okay, not sure what the reason was there. Bedtime. Well. Let's mop up all this salt water now. Critter starvation by these guys. Honestly, I'm not all too surprised. It's cramped, so one of you has to go. I know it's quite important that one of you goes. But, okay. I made a bunch of frost burgers. The amount of barbecues is being reduced, but it's being turned into food, seemingly. or for burgers more specifically, but nice. We're seeing an effect. The steam turbine is still pretty hot, but like it would probably work a lot quicker if I placed like metal tiles, increasing the, because I don't think the gas bridge ends are able to interact with each other necessarily. It's possible that they do and that just long links are less effective, but if not, it's more likely than that they have to interact with the air in order to actually send any heat, which is taking some time. Yeah, both of those are done. We don't really have much bare steel, but hopefully now the... Oh. But yeah, that was risky. A bit too risky. And I think that I will end it here. I have to try to fix my sleep schedule a bit, as I'll be working the next week and the week after that. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.